In the heart of the ancient world, along the fertile banks of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, a civilization rose that would lay the foundations for much of the modern world. Mesopotamia, often referred to as the cradle of civilization, gave birth to innovations that not only shaped their time, but also influenced the future in ways that many have forgotten. While we often celebrate their contributions in writing, law, and architecture, the technological feats of Mesopotamians are just as remarkable, some of which are only now being understood for the first time. Mesopotamia, a land where the ancient Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians once thrived, was a place of incredible creativity. Its people, long before the birth of modern technology, were inventing tools, machines, and methods that propelled society forward. But these innovations didn't always survive the passage of time. Much of what they created was lost to history, buried under centuries of conquest, change, and natural disasters. Today, we uncover some of these forgotten technologies, shedding light on the ancient brilliance of Mesopotamia. At the dawn of this ancient civilization, one of the most groundbreaking inventions was the wheel. Mesopotamians are often credited with the invention of the wheel around 3500 BCE, but it wasn't just used for transportation. Their use of the wheel revolutionized industries, first as part of potter's wheels, allowing them to create uniform pottery with precision. This simple yet transformative technology led to more advanced applications. By around 3000 BCE, the wheel was being adapted for vehicles, laying the foundation for the transportation systems that would come centuries later. But it wasn't just the wheel that Mesopotamians perfected. They were also masters of irrigation. The Tigris and Euphrates rivers, while rich with life-giving water, also presented challenges in terms of flooding and drought. To harness the power of these rivers, the Mesopotamians developed intricate systems of canals and dams. These water management systems allowed them to control the flow of water, directing it to their fields during dry seasons. The Mesopotamian irrigation system allowed them to cultivate crops on an industrial scale, sustaining large populations and enabling cities to grow into thriving metropolises. Yet one of the most fascinating innovations that arose from this society was their work with metallurgy. Early Mesopotamian engineers learned to manipulate copper, tin, and eventually iron to create a variety of tools and weapons. The famous Mesopotamian bronze, an alloy of copper and tin, was an essential part of their technological advancements. It was used to make everything from weapons to ceremonial objects. The technology to smelt metals and mix alloys gave them an edge in warfare, and in the centuries that followed, it laid the groundwork for the widespread use of metal in countless industries. The city of one of the most influential urban centers in ancient Mesopotamia, was not just a hub for commerce and culture, it was also a beacon for technological advancements. In the Mesopotamians built a remarkable city-wide sewer system. While we think of sanitation as a modern invention, the people of had already devised a sophisticated way to manage waste. Their systems of drains and toilets were a vital part of keeping their city clean, setting a precedent for future urban planning. Along with these practical inventions, the Mesopotamians were also pioneers in astronomical observation. The Babylonians, in particular, had a deep understanding of the heavens. They developed detailed star catalogs and could predict celestial events like eclipses and planetary movements. This knowledge was not just for navigation or religious purposes. It influenced their calendars, agriculture, and even the political sphere. The ability to predict seasonal shifts helped them prepare for floods and droughts, while their early forms of mathematics laid the groundwork for later scientific developments. However, it was not just the direct inventions of technology that changed the course of history. The Mesopotamians also shaped the very way humans think about and approach technology. Their ideas on measurement, for instance, laid the foundation for future scientific exploration. The Mesopotamian base 60 number system, used for everything from timekeeping to geometry, is still used today to divide hours into minutes and minutes into seconds. Their complex approach to mathematics and record-keeping also paved the way for the creation of early engineering principles. The Mesopotamian legacy, though often overshadowed by the more visible monuments of Egypt or Greece, continues to resonate through our modern world. Their advances in metallurgy, astronomy, and mathematics were critical to the rise of other civilizations, but perhaps the most enduring impact of Mesopotamian technology is how it exemplifies the power of human innovation. Despite living in a world that lacked the tools we take for granted today, the people of Mesopotamia were able to craft solutions to the most pressing problems of their time. They transformed their environment, harnessed the forces of nature, and created a society that would influence generations to come. In many ways, their ability to adapt, innovate, and build on what came before them mirrors the very spirit of progress that continues to drive technological advancement today. In the present day, we often think of technology as a product of the modern era, the result of Silicon Valley startups and cutting-edge laboratories. But the story of technology is much older than we often realize. It began in Mesopotamia, in the fertile crescent of human history, where the first tools were forged, the first cities built, and the first innovations that would shape the course of civilization were born. The forgotten technologies of Mesopotamia, though often overlooked, remind us of the timeless nature of human ingenuity and the ever-present drive to improve the world around us. Through their innovations, the Mesopotamians didn't just shape their own world, they laid the foundations for the future, creating a legacy that still influences our lives today. As we look back on their achievements, we're reminded of how far humanity has come and the incredible potential for discovery and advancement that lies ahead. In many ways, the past is always with us, guiding our present and inspiring our future.